All right, let's get started. Welcome to our FYRE-UP Weekly Wednesday webinar, sponsored by Newfields Ag, where we bring innovations in your fields. We encourage you to visit our full-service website, which we're going to talk about in detail today, newfieldsag.com, where you will find a complete listing of Newfields Ag products, product descriptions and videos, use and application instructions, contact information for your local dealer, pricing, and much, much more. Thanks to each of you for registering and joining us today. If you have a question during the presentation, please place your question in the chat box or simply raise your hand and we will get it asked. I'm your host today, Bob Kessler. Today's focus will be on what we feel is an incredible resource of our Newfields Ag website and how you can use it to make informed decisions for your own operation, as well as to make recommendations for the growers you're working with. Joining us to share their expertise this morning are Talia Eberhardt, Office and Accounting Manager, and Sophia will be with us in a little bit after she drops her kids off. And she had a lot to do with building of this website. So welcome and thank you again for joining us this morning. So let's get started and let's just kind of work through some of the website. I'm going to share screen. And so as you can see, anybody that's been on our website or a normal website, you've got a dashboard through the top. One of the things that we've added this year is this 2023 yield data. This is an area where if you have yield data, you can actually go through and submit it yourself. There's a form, very easy to use on the site. You can actually go through, submit your data, and it will be rolled up into a form on the website. If you're just looking for data to review your data, you can go in and review data by product. So research by product. It's listed very intentionally by product. You can go in, click on it, and it will show you different yield data for by year. Our intention is to have this by year so that you can go back and look at several years of data all on the website. The biggest thing on our website is our product area. And you'll notice on our homepage, we do have a welcome. We do have a little video with Brian narrating a welcome to anyone who's visiting, thanking them for visiting the Newfields Ag website and being interested in working with us. And then you get down into some of the product categories, some of the new products, how we go about our business. We believe that Newfields Ag provides solutions for a full season input approach, and we've listed this here. And this is a great item to look at, to study as a buyer, as a grower. And this is also a great tool as a reseller to show you the products that we have at each stage of the season. The pre-plant, which includes your soil amendments, your seed treatments, seed coatings, your planting, which will be your at planter box, as well as in furrow products that we carry. Your post-emergence will be all of your foliar products. And then your post-harvest, again, foliar or soil applied products that you would put on in the fall. And then these are just some of the things that are listed as well. If you keep going, then you have different ways to get into the products. You can get into the products down here by icon. You just click on one of the icons and it will take you to a product listing. You can also get to it up here through your drop down. Shop all products. If you don't want to shop by product, shop by crop, or you can also shop by application type. And you can find all the products eventually through these links. So if you pull shop by products, your products come in alphabetical order. And then all you need to do then is click on a product and it takes you to a full product page talking about the features, advantage, benefits of the product. Some of these will also have some yield data on it. You will have application instructions right on the product page. You pull that down, you've got full application instructions that you can share with your grower in season or to show them how to use the product. I think Sophia is going to go over some of this and how to utilize the calculator, which is a great tool. If you keep going down, now as resellers, this is a great tool to go through. You've got, especially right here, you've got your product sell sheet. You can download this and print it out for your customer. On every product page, you will find this link, the product sell sheet, that you can take, download it, print it out. If you want it to be a little nicer than just off your printer, you can download it, take it to Staples or Kinko's and print off several of them if you need to do that. And then we also have the product labels on here that will give you obviously a little bit more information on what not to do, what needs to be done, how to use the product, all of those things. And then also, if you're looking at a specific product, in this case, Envita, another option for an end fixer that Newfields Ag offers, obviously, is Phenom as another end fixer solution to consider. And then we do have some testimonials on page. Any questions so far? Very simple to use. So if you go into products and want to go by application type, we have built badges that we apply to each product and how it can be and how the product can be applied. So in this case, you've got planter box, seed treatment, liquid in furrow, foliar, etc. All of these are different ways of applying these products. So if we click on one of these, for instance, planter box applications, it gives you all of our dry product that can be applied through the planter box. Obviously, if the grower utilizes dry product, this is where you'd probably want to go first because it will filter it down just to the dry product. If like out west where 85% of the planters are plumbed for liquid, you might want to go to seed treatment to get treatment on ahead of time, or to the liquid in furrow products. And there you will have the liquid products that can go on at planter. So three different ways that you can go in and find our products, and that obviously Shop All Products will not filter it. It will just list it alphabetical order. If you want to shop by crop or by application type, the site will filter it down to the products that, for instance, can be applied to corn, that are labeled for corn, for soybeans, small grains, cotton, et cetera, et cetera. And if you click on this, it will again filter it down to all the products that are labeled for that crop. Talia, do you have anything to add?
Not on the products.
Okay. What did you want to add, go through?
I was looking through your resources, the education, the financing menus. What I appreciate is once you have the link, so you are on the page, sharing that out into your dealer and customer networks. So to save a little on your resources and not having to print, you just forward the links to exactly where you want your customers to be looking. You can also download, like Bob said, download any of the product guide or the individual sales sheets. They will come in as a PDF, or you send that link right into an email. I had a few different one of our resellers the last couple of weeks looking for those kinds of options because they do a lot via email. So product guide looks really nice when you download it here, and then just copy that link, stick it in an email, and off it goes. And so your customers and resellers can pull that right up on their own computers and view it digitally. If you're looking for just the specific sales sheet, obviously you can find that under each individual product. And Bob had showed you how to download that and just send that PDF or link to that sales sheet.
Yeah, and this is, like I said earlier, you can just click into this, show it to the grower if you don't have a guide with you, print it out, leave it, attach it to the product when it's delivered, print out the application instructions, a lot of different things that are right there at your fingertips. Is Sophia on yet?
She is.
Yep, I'm here, Bob.
Do you want to talk about and touch on this piece of each product page, please?
Yeah. Okay, so what you're seeing is our calculator that calculates how much product you need per acre. So all you need to do, so on this one, because it's B4, obviously it can be applied as a seed treatment or liquid in furrow. So you select your application type. After you've selected whether you're going for seed treatment or liquid in-furrow, you can enter into this box that says units of seed or acres treated. And you just enter, you know, if you're doing 1,000 acres or whatever, you enter it in that box. And it's going to tell you right below how much product you need if you're ordering from the 2.5 gallon size. So obviously from here you can adjust, you can select a case maybe, because that would make a little more sense for ordering. And once you are confident in your application type, you've got your acres entered, all you have to do is click add to cart, because it's going to know that you need 4 of the 2.5 gallons of the seed treatment. So you click that big blue button, it adds to cart, and it will pull out a cart on the right hand side. And from there you can make changes. If you decide that you want to go back and order in a different size or something like that, you can delete it, add more, take away, add a little note to the office if you need to under that special order instructions. And then from here, you are able to check out and process your order completely through the website. But the calculator itself is super user friendly. We feel like it's a really good tool for you. It also works as a good quoting tool. If you are there with a customer and they're wondering what something's going to cost, you enter the amount of acres and you're able to pull it up right there on the website immediately.
Sophia,
Yes.
how do you distinguish between units and acres?
So if you're doing seed treatment, obviously you're going to do units of seed, and if you're doing acres, or if you're doing liquid and furrow, you'll likely do acres. Right underneath the calculator, it lists what we base our calculations off of. So if you're going for soybeans, obviously you've got 140,000 seeds per acre. So if you want to do it per acre rather than unit of seed, the calculations are going hand in hand on the back end because of the way that we have set it up. We want to make it super easy for you. So whatever makes more sense to you, whether you want to enter a unit of seed or acres, because we have those matched up behind the calculator to be accurate no matter which way you enter it. Did that answer your question?
No, not really, because if I put in 500, is it going to be asking for 500 units or 500 acres?
When you choose your application type, Larry, that will help you. If you're doing seed treatment, it's normally going to be units of seed.
Right.
So
I
you could,
understand that. But you don't have to designate anything right there in that box then.
No, you don't have to. If you know that you want 4 of the 2.5 gallons, you can click the 2.5 gallons and bypass that box that says unit of seeds or acres treated and enter 4 underneath where it says how much product is needed.
see there's an up and down arrow here.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually go in and say how much you need. You can also just put it in here. And when you say add to cart, you can go and change it here as well.
Hey,
To
Larry,
the amount that you.
Larry, they've got it tied to the product. So if it's a seed treatment product, it's going to default to units. If it's an in-furrow product, it's going to default to acres. So whatever you type in, it's going to default to that on that calculator. So they've taken that piece of it out of having to worry about which way you go. So if you type in, you think if whatever's black up there, if you've done the in-furrow side and you type in, 20 acres down there, it's going to tell you this is what you need of a 2.5 gallon jug to do 20 acres. So, yep. Good question. Thanks. Hey, Bob, would you scroll back down there just a little bit, right above the calculator? Sorry.
Above the calculator?
Yeah, just right above that. But you've given them a guideline too of what the cost per unit or cost per acre would end up being. on the different applications as well. So as you scroll down, this gives you the a thing to be looking at just as a basis to start making some decisions as well. So obviously, if you're doing corn, given like Sophia said, we're using a 2.35 acres per unit application rate. So you take that cost of that 385 on that per unit and divide it by 2.35 is your cost. So sorry.
And then I was just going to go to planter box and show the difference again. Just if you and it's just listed in the bags, units of seed, Okay, go ahead, Sophia.
Oh, you're fine. The other thing that I wanted to say was we also have that search button at the top. So if you are looking for a specific product, Bob, if you scroll up, yep, right over on the right-hand side there, you can always just type in the product that you're looking for rather than going through the whole list or, clicking some buttons to go through our filtering system. If you know what you're looking for, you can easily access it just right up here with the search bar. Yep. And there you have another product page. So the next tab that I'd like to go over is the education tab. Bob, if you want to go, yep, just right there at the top. Obviously, we have a lot on this menu, but we want you guys to be able to find everything quickly and not have to dig around for anything ever. So you can see the calendar of upcoming webinars on here. Obviously, you guys are all on here, so you are registered. But if you are trying to direct somebody to register, this is the web page that we want them to go to. Obviously, you know that it's a simple process. Just entering a couple pieces of information and submitting it gets them added to our list to send them the link. And then scrolling down even just a little bit more, we have some of our recent webinars that we've done. And this is a really good place to find information about products and, again, sending those links over to customers or anybody interested as a good resource.
Sophia, I've had some questions about linking to our education channel. So our resellers that would like to link this to their own websites.
Yeah, as long as you can do it with a URL, all you have to do is copy that at the very top and you can turn it into a button or a menu item or however you want to do that on your own website. So, yep, copy that part at the very top. And that's the best way to link that education page. So whether you're sending it via email or text message or linking it, that's going to be the link that you want. This page is pretty easy to figure out, and I'm sure most of you have seen it before. So after that, we can click real quickly over on the financing tab. This is a drop down. There's not a lot that happens with this on our website, but you can see the most updated 0% financing program right here. And that's going to open that PDF for you that has all of the details about the financing program. You can download this, send it, whatever you need to do.
Please notice that we've extended our 0% financing through the 15th of March. On the 16th, then it will go to prime minus 3.5%, which would be right now about 5% net to the farmer. But right now, for the next couple of months, we're going to maintain that 0% financing for the farmer. So if there's anyone interested, please just go on the site here, and I think Sophia was going to show you that next.
Yep. Under that drop down, you also have the financing application.
No, Sophia, they don't have to print this out. They can fill it all out here online. And
Absolutely.
once they hit send or finish, it
Mhm.
will automatically send the application directly to the bank.
Yep.
And they have committed to us to anything under $200,000 requested a 48-hour approval or 48-hour approval or denial. So your grower will get an answer back within 48 hours. Anything else they need to know about this form?
Not that I know of. It should be very similar to the stuff you're used to filling out on our website. Just click and type and then press submit or whichever big button is at the bottom to get your attention.
Anything under $200,000 request does not need any other tax forms, fin flows, or anything like that from the grower. It's just this simple application. The other thing is, say they use this line of credit. This is a line of credit. Say they use it this year, they pay it off in December. They don't have to reapply again for the next year. The bank will look at it, but if they want to continue to use that line of credit, they don't have to reapply. If it's over $200,000, up to $500,000, the bank will ask for probably the last 2 years of tax returns and possibly a fin flow. Just to keep that in mind. Really, really, really good bank to work with.
Bob, and just to add, as a dealer, if they're a grower, obviously they qualify. And so we have a lot of dealers that are taking advantage of that
Right.
opportunity as well. So.
Yes.
And I was going to add also that once you begin that application process, all of your information is with First Mid Bank. So Newfields Ag is not involved in the application or the approval. We can get you in contact with them if you're needing some contact information, but everything that has to do with your financing it's your account.
Yeah, so Newfields Ag does not collect any of that information, any of your financial information. It once you hit finish, it goes to the bank and it is not on our website. Thank you. Sophia?
Okay, so Bob already showed you where to access our yield data, but I just want to quickly make sure that we go over both submitting and then reviewing the data that we have. So the submission is, again, pretty simple, just an online form on our website. You can click and type in your answers, and then at the bottom, there's also places to attach a map or whatever additional information you need to attach. If you have more than that, feel free to send it through your business development manager. Yeah. Is there any details about that we need to review, Bob? Okay. So then back up at the top, you can click that drop down and you can review all of our 2023 yield data. And this goes by product, and they should be in alphabetical order, but if there is a mistake, it's Bob's fault. So all of this is entered. It's got your harvest date, what type of crop it is, and the area that it was harvested in, as specific as we can be with the data that's sent into us. If you click on it, it drops down and it has all of the information that was given to us, as well as at the bottom for each of these, there is a clickable link, and that will take you to a PDF version of these results if you want to print them out, or forward them, like forward specific results or anything like that. And all of this right now is 2023 data, but you can see above growth pool there, it says 2023 on it. So as we get more data in for upcoming years, or go back and upload some historical data, you'll be able to see which year it is you're looking at as well.
If there is a map attached, or if there was a map sent in from the yield data, it will be attached to this as well. I'm not sure which ones have maps. I was trying to find one that I could show you, but offhand, I'm not sure which ones do.
I'm not sure either.
Okay.
So then the last part before we get into the exciting part, which is how you place your order on our website, there is 2 ways to find contact information here. So if you go to the Contact Us page, this just has a simple contact form. This is more for people who haven't contacted us previously. So again, super simple to use. If you want to use it, of course you can. And then scrolling down, we have just some of our business development managers and so on down at the bottom here, as well as our office number. So you can find your business development managers quickly right here, but at the bottom, you can also click additional staff information on that blue button. And this is actually taking you to the page at the top. That's our About page. So this does have a little bit of information about the company, which you could also forward to anybody who is considering working with us, using our products. And then down here at Meet Our Team, you've got contact information for everybody that you would need to contact, including Talia in the office or any of the business development managers. All of their information is on here, emails, phone numbers. And we included headshots in case you forget what their name is, but you remember their face. So those are just the quickest ways to find the contact information on our website. Yeah, is there any questions so far? We're going to jump into the ordering process.
Do you want?
What was that?
Want me to take the screen, or do you want to drive?
I can take over if you want.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so we are gonna go add some dust to our cart. And this is how you would be ordering as a retail customer. So you're going to be seeing retail pricing here. So we're just going to add a 14-pound pail. We're going to add to cart. And this is going to look very, very familiar. We have a very common interface over here. If you need to add special ordering instructions, you can type those in right here if you have a note to the office. But walking through the ordering process on a retail side is super simple, and it's going to be the same for you once you log into your reseller account as well. But we will go over that. So you click your checkout button, and it just takes you to entering your payment method, card information, however you want to pay. And then you can pay now, and all of that information is sent into the office. And so obviously we don't see any of your confidential information. We just have your shipping address, and we can process it that way. Once you enter your address on the checkout page, it will automatically calculate your shipping. If you should have a pallet charge or something like that, it will do that. In order to log in as a reseller, though, you have to come up here to the reseller login. And the most important part I want to tell you about this login page is that in order to log in the first time, you have to have a code sent to you from us to set up your account. Yes, Brian.
Remember that some of our participants are not dealers or distributors on this, and so as you go into this, stop with that top level, please.
Okay. Talia, actually, do you have the dealer level?
No.
Okay. So once you log in on this page, in order to get the login, you do have to have an updated reseller agreement with us. We've sent an email, and we've had your business development managers reaching out about making sure that that is updated. When the agreement and your W-9 and your uniform resale agreement are all filled out, then we will automatically send you a link to log in on the back end, on the reseller side of the website. The only difference that you're going to see is your pricing. So it will look exactly like the website that we just showed you. All this menu is all the same. The product pages are all the same. The only difference is that you will see your assigned pricing depending on if you are a dealer or distributor. Add to cart is the same. You will have access to a orders page once you're logged in, where you'll be able to see all of your previous orders, see the status of current orders, access tracking numbers. Yeah, all of that important information that you might want to know. When you place an order, it's actually going to go into a draft mode to be approved by the office. The reason that we do that is for last minute changes, to add correct shipping charges, all of those kinds of things. So we do approve all the orders in the office, but it's usually a quick process. If you have a note for us, just make sure you add that at the checkout so that we can see that. If it's a note about that order. Is there anything that I'm missing about the dealer distributor order page, Talia, that you can think of? I think I got everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So if you're wondering
Now,
why you can go ahead.
Once the order comes into the office, Sophia, Talia, do you want to clarify how that works? So if I'm a dealer or a distributor, and I have an order underneath me, meaning either a customer or a dealer in the case of a distributor, how that order is addressed from there.
Yes, we get an email notification that there's a draft order to review. We look through if there's any changes or corrections. Once we have confirmed that it is accurate, we are going to create the order, and the customer is going to receive a sales order confirmation email. So that customer will know that they have an order placed with Newfields Ag. A retail customer gets that notification as soon as they place their order online. So there's just a couple minutes usually within the office for our dealers and distributors.
So it is important that, I mean, we will have your email in the office on your account because we have to send you the access email to get into your account. But it is important to know that if you're looking for an order confirmation number, tracking details, shipment updates, those will all be automatically emailed to you. And that is a good resource to check first. If you have any questions, of course, reach out anytime and we would be happy to help you get any answers that we can. Is there any questions on the order process or the ordering process, or getting your reseller login set up?
They can also receive a text message. So we do have just a few that don't have email. And so they, if we have a cell phone number for them, the system will also text them confirmations.
So, Lauren has a question. Go ahead, Lauren.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify, is this what you would prefer us to order for all our orders, even for our distributor orders, or do you want us to call you, tell you, or save you time and not call you?
I enjoy talking to you, Lauren. Some of the advantages to you placing your order through the portal, it's an access, it's a store for you, would be able to log right back into that store with your email and your password, and you would be able to track everything. You'd see your orders, you'd see your payments, you would see your tracking information. Probably some, if there's any notes, maybe Sophia, if we're communicating. So there is an advantage for anyone to be able to start the order through the website themselves. So Sophia, because I don't know the answer to this, if we were to place their first orders and then they went in and created access to the store afterwards, will they be able to see what we have on their account for them already?
You know, I'm not 100% sure on the answer for that. I know if they already have their account set up and we place an order for them and it's connected to their account, they can still see the information on that order, tracking numbers and so on. But I'm not sure what historical orders it will pull in, but that is something that I will definitely get the answer to.
Oh, thank you very much. And your website looks really nice, you guys. So
Thank
just
you.
wanted to say that.
Okay, so if we feel comfortable and confident with the ordering process on here, I did have a couple frequently asked questions that our business development manager sent in to us. So the first one was, who can order on the website? The answer is everybody, as long as if you're a reseller, you've contacted us and made sure that you are up to date on your account with us paperwork wise, we can send you that access email pretty quickly. And then ordering is open to everyone, and we do encourage it for accuracy. Not that Talia ever makes a mistake, because we know she doesn't, but it's definitely helpful for us to see and make sure that we have up-to-date orders, accurate information, correct shipping information, all of that stuff. And then the other one was something that I don't think we touched on yet, and that is, if you don't see your name on the reseller map, what do you do? So up here, we have this Find a Reseller tab. And this has a map with all of our resellers, dealers, and distributors on it. If you don't see your name on here, the easiest way is just to contact us. Either shoot a message over to your business development manager, or use the contact page on our website, or use the information that's available there, the phone number or email, and just shoot us over a message and say, I'm missing. We, of course, try to make sure everybody gets on there quickly. As soon as they sign up with us, we try to get that done and get you added on here. So yeah. So that's what you do if you don't see your name on the reseller map. You just email Talia. Talia will fix it. Yes, Brian.
I'm also the ogre that went through and whenever we made the transition over to Newfields Ag, if there had been no activity in the last 3 or 4 years, we kept all your information, but we didn't put it back on there because we didn't want to assume that you wanted to make the move with us to Newfields Ag. So our BDMs have that list and they will be contacting you and may have already contacted you to say, hey, do you want to join us as we go into this Newfields Ag side of it as well? So if you don't see it on there, it was intentional to engage you in an additional conversation, but it was not meant as a slight. It was us just trying to make sure we didn't bury you with people calling and asking you about NutriQuire plus dust plus Terrasym, and you go, I don't even know what NutriQuire is. So we want to make sure we could control that and help you get better educated about it too. So there's reasons that it happened, and so we're trying to work through those with you and engage you back into this. And if you're on this call, you're probably on that list, but we just want to make sure that you continue to have that conversation. And remember, we're not going to include your dealers underneath you unless you say, please include my dealers underneath this and send in that information. We respect that relationship between you and your dealer organization a lot, and we want to include them if we could, but we also want to, you may know that you've got some team that doesn't want to do this piece of it, and that's okay with us too. We want to respect that. So thanks again.
Yeah, and the other thing I would add to that is if you're a distributor on the call today or viewing it after the fact, we highly encourage you to meet with your dealers and do the same thing. Go through the website with them, show them how to use it, how they can utilize it to go out and talk to their customers, or at least encourage them to go through this recording, so that they can go learn more and get more comfortable with using this technology and all the access that they have to all of this, the information on this site. Sophia?
Yeah, I think we've touched the whole website at this point. If you have any other questions, I'm happy to answer them now or via email or through your business development manager, whatever makes the most sense for you. Our business development managers have spent some time on the website, so hopefully they can help direct you even quicker than I can. So don't be afraid to ask questions if you can't find something you're looking for. The website is simple to use, but it has a lot of information on it, and we're pretty proud of that. So if there's any more questions.
And if there's anything that isn't on the website that you would like the website to do, certainly reach out to us and let us know what you're thinking. And we will certainly take a look at your suggestion. We want this to be the go-to for our selling team, our network, the place that we direct everything to. We're directing our social media is directing to the website. Our advertising is directing to the website. Our product guide, everything that we do is going to be directing the customer and the resellers to this website. Something in the chat box. If a customer orders through the website, will the dealer with a previous relationship with a customer get notified? Will they get credit for the sale?
At this time, we don't have a automated notification system, but Brian is going to chime in and answer that.
Retail customer, Brad, or dealer? There's a definition with that, I guess. If it's a retail customer, it's really tough to track where that relationship lies. But if it's somebody that you've directed there, then yes, that's going to be tied back to you because it'll be directed through you. But if it's a retail customer that showed up from your zip code, the short answer is no. There's no way for us to be able to track that back. But yeah, if it's a
That makes
retailer
sense.
distributor.
I guess
retailer
my
distributor.
question is, should we direct our customers to the website? It is a great resource and it's really easy to use, and it'd be super easy, to have them just place the order on there. So
Yep.
is that kind of the intent? And
Yep.
yeah, I think you answered the question there. So
Yeah, and Brad, you can certainly let us know after the fact that, hey, I've got a couple of customers that just put orders in, give us their names, and we will move them, obviously, and give you credit for it.
And the other part of it is, Sophia, the store side of it as well. Could you touch a little bit about that? For the distributor side of this business as well. The retail store side of it that they can, is that aspect of the website, so that they can be looking at that piece of it. And as we build that out in the future, as we continue to build access to as we go farther with this website, Sophia's looking at me like a deer in the headlights, so I'll try to protect that. As we continue to build this website, Brad, the back end login side is going to be there for you guys that are dealers and distributors with us to be able to access more and more of this additional information, right? And so the login side of it will be there to help you manage that access for your individual customers. And so we want to build in as we build in protections through the website of that whole process of access for the information and how to do that. What can we push out that can still be protected for you guys to have access to? We can protect those people that sit at home at night and have all this free time to be able to try to hack into companies and figure out what's going on. So we're trying to build that in there too, Brad, to do that. So
Lauren had a good suggestion. I think that's a great suggestion and easy enough to do, is just to add another question to the order process, to simply ask, how did they find out about the website or the product? Or maybe, have you been working with a Newfields Ag dealer or distributor? And then they could type that in there, and that would help us tie the customer to the reseller. It's a great suggestion.
And please understand, whenever you get on the website, you're looking at retail pricing. And that's our suggested retail, so that it's used to, on the Low Mutech side, there was an inflated price on the website. We've not done that on the Newfields Ag side because we're seeing a lot more retail activity on this and trying to drive business through you guys back out there for this. The reason we have the Find a Reseller tab is that piece of it too. So. Sophia, the other question that I had that you kind of touched on, and you showed it there just a little bit as well, but if I wanted to do just a quick sitting with a customer, a cost estimator, or to do some kind of a put together a package of goods, what does that look like on here for me to be able to show that?
Yeah, so if you just go to each product page, so a good tool to use to start this as well is our performance wheel. So if you're sitting with a customer and you have our performance wheel in front of you and you're going through each stage, you can easily pull up any of the products that you would like to suggest to them on here and put it all in their cart at the retail level and see what that would look like. So we've got dust in there. We could add a case of Envita. Keep in mind, I'm just making this up. We can go back and who knows what else we could do. Do some NutriQuire. Add a case of that. So you'd be able to see, of course, if you're using this and they know exactly how many acres of each, or how many acres that farmer is going to treat with each product, they can enter the acres here and have a more specific estimate and know exactly how much product they're going to need. but then you can see over here how much that's going to cost, and you can even go through the checkout process and add your address and see shipping estimates.
Sophia, I don't know if I missed this, but when if you're on the website, if you just log into the website like you are now, you're going to see retail pricing.
Yes, sir.
If you're a distributor and you log into the back end with your code and everything you need to do, you will see distributor pricing.
Yes.
If you're a dealer and do the same thing, you will see dealer pricing. So you won't always see retail pricing. You will see the level of pricing that you are selling at. Just to let you know if you hadn't said that. All right, are there any questions? Any other questions? Any other suggestions? Talia, Sophia, do you have anything else you wanted to go through?
Nope.
Okay, again, like I said earlier, I encourage you to send people to the website if they have questions about who we are, the products we offer, all of those things. Pull the website up on your phone if you're out in the field. Pull it up on your desktop or your laptop if you're in the office or with a grower in the office. And sit there. It's a great resource to help you out in the field. So with that, again, thank you for joining us. And join us next week on our weekly Wednesday webinar. Sophia, what's the topic next week?
Well, if you go to the education tab on the website,
The calendar.
Yeah, the calendar says that it's BAC and Big Shot.
Yeah, so we're going to. There's a lot of chatter in the marketplace right now with viruses working their way from Ohio through Indiana into Illinois and coming into probably Iowa, Wisconsin, Minnesota very soon. So very important topic next week. We'll be talking about the BAC product in detail on how we can help these hog producers, poultry producers, help them keep some of those things away. Another question. If one of our dealers places an order through the website, is the dealer invoiced directly or is the distributor invoiced? Good question.
So that goes back to if there's an indication, like the office would know that customer is ordering through a dealer or a distributor. So knowing that information ahead of time or after you find out the customer ordered, we will absolutely make the corrections. You can make sure that the order is placed, or at least the dealer or distributor knows that the order was placed.
You know, the only thing to add to that is that a year and a half ago, we started asking you what your dealer organization looked like. And the reason we did that is that we started building the back office side of this a year and a half ago. So that if somebody called in and they were underneath your dealer organization, it's going to automatically trigger within the system that that's a dealer for whoever the dealer or distributor is. And so that's going to automatically tie back in, and that will go back out, through you, so you get that notification. So that's handled the way you want to handle it. Some of our distributors want the office to do that, and then try to figure out to get the premium back to them for the spread. Others of it want to know, and then they want to invoice it directly. So it's all gets to be a personal basis of that, so we make sure it ties back to what you want it to do. But that's a reason we started asking the questions 18 months ago was to build that database, to try to get it in there and help eliminate some of the concerns or questions as we go forward. This has been a 2-year-long process. And Sophia and Bob took it on basically March of last year and did a 180 on the development of it, and we have a really nice looking website that's very efficient about transferring this, and it'll continue to be updated. We're adding more crops, we're updating products. Our manufacturers are changing packaging on us this year, going into the spring at the last minute. All those things, and the ability to have a single point of, we call it a single point of truth here in the office. So we have this is where we're trying to keep the most updated information on there so that we can have access to it. So like Bob said, we try to get price sheets out to our BDMs and then to the dealers and distributors in a timely fashion. But on here, we're trying to keep the most updated price levels on there as best we can, because as they change packaging sizes and packaging types and containers and everything else, it does. Invita changed again this year. So you're going to see a change in that. You're going to see a change in the product pictures whenever we finally get them in from those guys too. So they're doing a really nice job of keeping it updated and keeping the information fresh. And so this is, like Bob said, one of those things that as you get into this selling season, one of those tabs that you leave open on your desktop whenever you're working during the day, because it is a nice place to go to and get that information.
All right, with that, thank you. Join us again next week on Wednesday, and we'll talk about a very important product that we've got to offer, and maybe not a lot of people know a lot about right now. So that's the BAC Ag product, and along with the Big Shot. All right, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next Wednesday.